Welcome to the journey of self. This is your coach, Manal Sanjay, and today I would like to talk to you about a self care practice. Our self care is often the most neglected area, and this is the first in the series. In the coming few more podcast episodes, I would like to share with you some set of self care techniques that would help you not just promote your physical health, but also your mental well being. So let's get started. Is mindfulness. This is a term, if you are one of those who read a lot and specifically self development books, you may have come across this term quite often used. And when you look up search or if you're searching the internet with this, you may find billions of articles, podcasts, and even classes, free, paid, all sorts of material on this topic called mindfulness. But this topic has gained momentum because it has been proven by the science and a lot of psychologists and psychiatrists running experiments where it has proven to really help a stressful mind calm down, enhance new neural pathways in our mind, and promote our mental well being. So, if you're very serious about your mental health, this is one of the easiest and the toughest, I would say, together in the same breath. A practice that would help promote your well, but in order to do so, it requires a lot of effort. One, because it's very easy, and also because since it's very easy, not everyone may really find it, understand this concept. We live in a distracted world and we are so hardwired to complexities and complex things that something as easy as mindfulness, we might just think, I don't really think this would work for me. This is how I was. This is how I was many years ago when I started practicing it and understanding this very concept. What basically I'm going to share with you today is a simple technique. I'm not going to get into a lot of details about mindfulness and what is it all about. Instead, we'll help you with a simple step-by-step methods that you could, so to say, begin with, and practice it. This will help you experience it because from experiencing things than just reading about it or kind of learning about it. Experience is the best teacher. So let's get started. And I'll begin with sharing my own example. There was a time in my life when I would go through a lot of stress and hardships and difficulties. During one of those moments, my coach asked me to do a simple exercise, which was about, and against each thought, he asked me, is it about your future or your past? And said that for a couple of weeks, all I have to do was capture my thoughts, write them, whether they belong here, meaning the past that has just gone by, or the future that has not yet arrived. And all I have to do was write the thought and label it, past or future. If you notice, there was no present involved. And when I thought, okay, let me do it, it's simple, it's not that difficult. And then I did that for a couple of weeks. And when I really sat back to review my work, the activities, and my thought process, I realized a coach a life coach myself. 99% of my thoughts, specifically when I was going through stress, or even when I am planning about my business or my next coaching client and assignments, both were either falling in that uncertain future or the past. Something I have no control over, either on my past or on my future. Could barely find anything that belonged to the present. And I found that most of the time when I'm working, my mind is so preoccupied with these thoughts. Whether I am stressed out, I am stressed out by the thought of a future scenario that would unfold and all the emotions that my subconscious mind loops me inside it, even though it has not yet happened. And then with my grief, I'm stuck in the past of all that has went by. And I'm again and again, and feeling the same sadness, the same trauma, the same stress that I felt when I relive those moments in my head, living and dwelling in my past. They were good memories too, but of the past, which I would think about, but for a very little time. And I found that in this pattern of my thoughts, of past and present, the best and good memories, when I categorize it into positive and negative, the ones were less, but when I deep dwell on those positive ones, one pattern that came to my awareness was I was able to capture those best moments so well, and I felt the same happiness, the same joy I felt when I was in that situation. The memory of those positive moments was so fresh, I didn't really have to put in efforts. While the future scenarios were vague and unclear, even though I was very good at getting stressed about it. Having said this, what I really intend to help you understand is our brain, the memories we stored in our hippocampus, that's a memory storehouse inside our. Next to it, we have an almond-shaped gland that's called the amygdala, where our emotional center is. And our memories get their meaning from the emotions. And emotions are formed, we label them by the experience. Of this complex mechanism happens when we stay present into the moment. So I was able to recollect and savor the most positive moments so well, and I was so happy about it. Even many years later, when I'm recalling them, was because of the positivity I've associated with that memory, the experiences I had. But one major awareness I also found was the mindfulness that I would practice unknowingly as a child in all the positivity of that moment. This was an aha moment for me. I realized, well, this is how mindfulness works. So, in the present moment, if I would bring that experience again, it will not only help me promote, but bring in a sense of calm, and I experience life at a more deeper and richer level. And therefore, I invite you, friends, to practice mindfulness. You don't have to do this exercise that I did, of capturing thoughts, putting them into past and future. Instead, anytime, whatever work you're doing, and you really want to practice it and experience how mindfulness can help you, just you could use some prompts as well here. One of the prompts you could use is, in this moment now, all I need to do is, just say this. If you find yourself, your mind drifting, either to the past or to the future, to get back to the present moment, keep in this moment now, all I need to do is, and then go on with the present moment. Initially, you might be able to do it and hold on for a few seconds, then it might increase to a minute and more. But keep practicing it so that you don't have a preoccupied mind. Instead, you have your moments, you stay present in the moment. You are in the now, and this could be one of the best self-care gift you could give to yourself, both to your body, to your mind, and even to your emotions. Over a period of time, you will find that the same moments where you're fully present, fully aware, and you're savoring it, enjoying it. This moment when it passes away, it becomes your past. And this is how you have a lot of positive moments that have gone by. When you recollect them, you're happy, you live in the present moment, and stop being preoccupied or ruminating or dwelling in the past or being stressed out about your future. Because this is all we have. We lack any control over our past or our future. All we have is the now. And if you make the most of it, you will be surprised by the phenomenal change it would bring into yourself, your mind, into your overall emotional well being. But the only condition is you have to practice it. It's simple but difficult. And therefore, start with this. Anytime you find yourself drifting, tell yourself, in this moment now, all I need to do is on with your practice. That's your call for action. Share your thoughts, your experiences with me, and I'll be more than happy to listen to them. That's all for today, and I'll talk to you soon.